Get in the game with the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Bet on the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, golf, MMA, and more. Every sport, every market, right at your fingertips. Deposit instantly with PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay, starting at just $10. Win big and cash out fast. PayPal in 24 hours or instantly at retail sportsbooks. Available in over 20 states, FanDuel's app is your ticket to the action. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now.
Did you watch Monday Night Raw?
Yes.
Okay. So Rollins comes out with the crew after he won the belt. He said he would be introducing Punk as a Heyman said he would be introducing Punk as a champion, but he wasn't long enough to have side plates put on the title belt. Said Punk had won the greatest title match with Gunther, and said Rollins had only crashed the wedding and stole the honeymoon. Heyman delivered a big introduction for Rollins. He came out. Brooklyn, shame on you. Rollins shamed everyone who turned their back on him after he won the main event at WrestleMania. Shamed everyone who taunted him with chants for Punk in the OTC. Rollins said he'd been a mark man for months and said shame on not only the fans, but every person locked him. Made it their mission to stop him from successfully cashing in. Said everyone backstage thinks they're so smart. He said he always has a plan B. Said his plan B was top secret. Said he told two people in the world, his wife and Heyman. Rollins said they achieved absolute power. No one can stop them. This is the way forward. This division. LA Knight comes out, and I was thinking this too before LA Knight came out. I'll tell you in a second. He congratulated Rollins and the morons. Said he wasn't there for a fight. He was there to get some answers. Said people running away. Rollins had to fake an injury when he had the briefcase. And Knight said Rollins faked the injury to avoid Knight's threat of taking his dignity. The Knight reminded Rollins that he was the last person to beat him and said he would be the next person to beat him. Knight said there was no better time or place. Rollins played up defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Knight during Raw. Rollins said no, dropped the mic and walked out. But Adam Pearce walked out and said, you know what? Let's do it instead. I said Pearce and Break are going to be banned from ringside too. All right, so this opening segment to me was very predictable because I was thinking myself, all right, what based on what happened, what should be the first thing to happen? The first thing that happens is LA Knight. I'm the last guy that beat you. I just beat you on whatever. I deserve a title shot, and so that happened, right? I didn't think they'd do a match tonight, but I think that what they did here was by banning. This was just it just led to a very predictable finish in the main event. Konnan, I'll see if you agree with me. I thought when they banned those two from ringside, I go, well, Punk's going to show up because he's going to probably interfere. He's probably going to cost LA Knight the match, and LA Knight's going to be pissed off. Which is like exactly like did you see that coming too?
No, this is what I thought was going to happen. I thought that, wow, what a great way to start off the show. Punk's going to be because he got. Right. Why did he wait to the end of the show? I would have come immediately in this segment right here and started off this hot. Right. Because I don't think this was a really hot segment.
Well,
I mean, LA Knight is hot, and it's incredible to me how over he is when they don't do with him.
Right.
They really don't do. Come on. Compared to other people, they really don't do much with him. He gets over on his delivery of his promos and, his charisma. Really.
They stick him in here with the top guys above him on the card for very short programs where he ends up putting the guy over.
Right.
Is this shit, right?
Yeah.
He's not taking
You're right.
He's not taking the next step.
Right.
He beats everybody underneath him.
Right.
He's solid in his spot. Right. You know what he kind of reminds me of a little bit?
He's Pentagon in AEW. Nothing.
It's kind of like the Raven spot a little bit. Like one of the top mid-card guys. Like back in WCW.
They keep you just hot enough.
Yeah, but you're not going to beat the glass ceiling thing. You're not going to beat those guys. But we'll interact with you because you get a good pop. The crowd's going to pop, but it's like you're just not there yet. You know what I'm saying? But
we're Konnan in WCW.
There was a bunch of things. Like you're right. I thought Punk was going to come out but I think Punk
and start off the show hot.
Right. Like I said, like the way they ended it.
Right, exactly. But why did they wait to the end to do that? They could have started because I didn't. To tell you the truth, and I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I didn't think this show was that good until the end.
Right. Let me make another point too. Is that they've repeatedly done this. I'm perplexed, and maybe because it goes to the fact that what we talk about all the time, right? That they're just producing content. Things like social media views, right?
Right.
Bro, how many times have they had Punk? He's at the show, and all he does is come out at the end. He's just person non grata. Like, he's not on the show or anything, and he comes out at the end. This is like 5 or 6 times.
Because you know what, bro? He's got the Scott Hall thing. Doesn't matter what you do to me, I'm going to stay over. Right. And it's true. no matter what they do to him, he stays over.
Correct. He's got a very loyal fan base, and it's
right.
This was interesting because
and you got to admire that, bro.
And all they use is him, and they didn't use Roman until the very end.
Right.
Roman came on after the credits.
right.
So like literally to after, like in the movies when they roll the credits and they have.
But you know what, bro? That's kind of the, and you know this because you were Nitro when it was hot. That's kind of the grace period you get when everything's clicking. Well, you don't really got to do that much, but as the old adage, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But it will break if you don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep getting away with shows like this. This should have been a way better show.
You know what I was getting the feeling of too is, bro, they do so much content, right?
Right.
Is they could actually show like a video, get somebody to video this, right? They could show Roman, okay, like this is for extra content they could show.
Right.
That his plane was delayed. Okay, and the flight's delayed. His private jet lands. He rushes to the building, and when he gets out, and this was he got it right at the very end of the show to do this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just thought this was a very predictable opening, but the crowd liked it. But then again, I want to get back to we'll get to the end. So the Judgment Day.
And bro, let me just say one more thing. Just a great round of media, whether it was Paulie, with Ariel, or Roman Reigns. I saw him on Sports Center. I saw Cody Rhodes on Sports Center. They're really making the rounds. You know what I'm saying? And they're celebrities. Bro. It was kind of funny because Stephen A. Smith is a big wrestling fan, right? As a matter of fact, when I went to Rey Mysterio's induction thing, he was backstage. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know if you remember the last time Roman was on there with Paulie and they were still in the same faction, and Stephen A was kind of like, well, hey, if you need a manager, I'm not that far away. And then they had an interview this week where Roman is telling Steven saying, hey, I know you and Paulie aren't doing good anymore. He goes, yeah, we aren't. We don't see eye to eye. He goes, there might be Stephen A. Smith, the $50 million man a year, is actually pining to be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because he kept asking Roman, how come I go to all these basketball games and they don't seem to have the same energy wrestling fans do? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
What's interesting too is that the sports people now are using the wrestlers like the wrestling show uses the sports people as celebrities.
Right.
They're bringing them out to because they're that hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
right. And the one thing wrestlers have learned is don't run away celebrities like you used to.
I think if we did some metrics on this, we would probably solidify that theory that we had yesterday.
Right.
That since it's now on ESPN and it is sports entertainment, it's all sports, that they're literally the number 2 sports brand behind the NFL for popularity right now, Yeah, it's hard to argue. So Seth versus LA Knight, we already talked about this, but the finish is basically, since those guys were banned from ringside, he was set in LA Knight for a stomp on the floor on the concrete. Punk hopped the barrier, attacked him. Good. By the way, everything in this was good brawling. Okay. He got on Knight, on Rollins. He was beating him up. He had him down, mounted. LA Knight yanked him off. What are you doing? They started having words. Then Punk blew off. Knight went after Rollins at ringside, but Braun ran out and came running a great spear out of nowhere. He came running like a running back down the ramp and just dove into him. And they brought Punk and Knight inside the ring, and Reed held Knight while Breaker speared him. He stomped Knight. Then he stopped Punk and held up his title belt. We thought we were getting the finish because they actually did the credits. Paul Levesque and Lee Finney, while they're back up the ramp, get their glory shot. Roman's music hits. Oh shit, they turn around. He comes out, Superman punch, gets in the ring, but then he got stopped. This was a good spot. Rollins challenged him to come in the ring. And so Rollins slowly went up and they got in the ring, then Rollins bailed out. The Braun came out of nowhere and speared him. Then they tsunami'd him. Then they beat up everybody, and then they stole his shoes again. Took Roman's shoes off, and they got the glory shot at the end of the heat again on the Heyman faction. What you think of this? Molly very good in this one. This was set up so well too. Just real quick, then let's talk. I love the spot where Roman was like had the guy mounted, and Rollins came out of nowhere, out of the camera shot, and stomped him.
Right.
You know, during the book, just another very well organized, well done brawl at the end. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like when Breaker hit the guy with the spear, and then Bronson, the 3 tsunamis, left Reigns lane. And I like the fact that Rollins has kind of 3 legitimate babyface contenders. Like, yeah, he's got.
Oh no, Rollins. Yeah, he's got.
He's got Jey Uso. He's got Punk. He's got Roman.
Knight.
And he's got
Knight still sticking.
And he's got Knight. That's 4.
See the after the show ended footage.
Yeah. So by the way, +2 more WWE viral footage after the show. They showed Rollins, Punk, and Knight all yelling at each other while they were walking the back selling. So
did you see that, Konnan? It's only 20 seconds if you want to see real quick. Plus, I want to see what the Sharon looks like on here.
Go ahead, do your thing, Joe. Oh, this isn't the one I saw. There's nothing to see here, Joe. There was another one that was close up on where they're walking through they're walking on the alley. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the point was that
what was that?
You can hear what they're.
They
were just arguing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They were just arguing with each other because they're all baby faces. They're all yelling at each other for because I think Rollins. He goes, why were you so late? The Punk is like, they're all he's yelling at Roman. He goes, why were you so late? And then Roman yelled back and goes, I wasn't out here to come save you. It's like,
okay. I didn't know they had a close. I hadn't seen the close-up one. I only saw the fan shot one, and that was the idea. People were going, WWE setting us up again. They know fans are going to shoot it and share it. I didn't know they shot it.
I mean, bro, it's more content. It's unbelievable. Every week the show is just, they're just all over everything right now,
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.